Okay. So from today onwards, we'll be starting the advanced animation session. So rigging part is completed. Try to complete the rigging for at least 2 different characters. Okay. So already basic animation or fundamentals, like you have already done in SEM 3. Do you still remember the fundamentals or principles of animation? You remember principles of animation? We have seen the videos and all. There are 12 principles of animation. So if not, I think let me just cover that 12 principles of animation. We have seen it here. So normally there are, like default 12 principles of animation will be there. These things you have to know. So I'll just open something, which is very simple one. Okay. Able to listen to the audio? Are you able to hear me, Lindelo Sena?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let me just explain this. In YouTube also you get a lot of videos for 12 principles of animation. Just go through that. Okay. Squash and stretch. Okay. So this will give the illusion of weight and volume to the subject and oftenly used for comical effect. So this is one principle. Anticipation. This prepares the audience for the action. Before any main action, uh, anticipation is really required. So for example, if you are throwing a ball, the ball releases from your hand is an action, but we are getting ready to throw a ball. We take the ball and pull our hand, towards backside, then we throw, right? So that's the anticipation. So prepares the audience for action and increases realism of action, sometimes used to heighten the suspense of a scene. These are important. Arc. Normally humans and animals, like they always move in an arc. Arc increase the realism of the subject's action. That means to achieve realistic action of characters, humans, okay, whatever movements we do, all those will perform an arc. Means it moves in an arc. For example, you rotate your neck, it forms an arc. Okay, you bend down, you sit, you stand. There are, like the action, the silhouette of an action looks like an arc. Okay, you just bend your finger, it forms an arc. You raise your hand, you just wave, okay, it forms an arc, okay. Bouncing ball, this is again an example of an arc. Ease in, ease out. So this is also called as like slow in, slow out. So normally, these things, ease in, ease out, or slow in, slow out. This defines the, you know, weight also, you can say. So this is for, realistic movement. There are two things. One is, post to pose animation, or um, another is like progressive, I can say. Okay. Um, you'll get to know like the subject or the object, like needs timely to slow down and speed up. Settling, we can create settling actually for this. Appeal. Animated characters need to captivate audience, the gesture, the movement, there has to be a strong appeal, has to be there. Complicate character faces and lack of symmetry often makes difficult for audience to connect. Okay. This creates emotions also. Timing. So obviously in animation, timing is really important. We work on, for how many frames the movement has to be, how many frames character has to move. For example, more frames create slower action, fewer frames create faster action. These are the basic steps. Solid drawing, add weight or volume or 3D illusion to the subject. Normally it's called, like a gesture. The previous one was like a gesture. Okay, strong, proper gesture has to be there. This is exaggeration. Basically, exaggeration is majorly used for cartoony animation. If you see any 2D or any 3D cartoons, okay, let's say take Tom and Jerry and all, a lot of exaggeration will be there. Even our realistic characters, let's say Incredibles movie, a lot of exaggeration is there. So this presents, physical feature or elements of a character in an exaggerated form. Okay. This is post to pose animation. Post to pose is, majorly this works really well for proper character animation and all, even for walk cycles also. Um, we create multiple poses, then we start creating, fine tuning the curves and all. This works highly emotional or for dramatized scenes, involves drawing or few keyframes of each action, followed by filling intervals. So multiple poses we create. Let's say, for example, if the character is going for a grocery store, um, so he get down from the car. That's one pose. Car park on a parking lot is one pose. Stepping out of the car is second pose. Uh, Walking towards the grocery store is third pose. Getting entry to the grocery store fourth pose. Means something. Those are the poses. In betweens we have to make. Staging. Staging is a primary action, I can say. Like This communicates primary mood or action or idea of a scene. Animator, these are the animators, Johnston, Thomas, they define as the presentation of any idea so that it is completely and unmistakably clear. Means by by the help of staging or by staging, our character will get to know what is gonna do in the next scene. What is this scene is all about. Okay. So second reaction is really important. This is something like a supportive uh, action. This emphasizes and supports the primary action of the subject, which is providing the scenes with greater life. Second reaction, uh, we are holding a cup of tea. When we lift that, uh, inside, the tea liquid also moves. Okay. Second reaction, when we throw a stone into a water, a river, how the ripple effect creates. Those are second reaction. There's a tree due to the wind, lot of a lot of wind, slight tree movement will be there. That those movements, and because of that, few leaves will fall. So, example. Okay, these are a few of the examples. This is follow through. Follow through is refers to a part of a subject that continues to move after completed the scene. For example, the movement of a hand after an object has been thrown. Another example, a lady is walking. Okay. So as she walks, the hair movement, and if a person is wearing a suit and he is running, okay. So in that case, how does the cloth movement will be? The main action is the character running. How is the cloth movement is happening? Then squirrel, when the squirrel is jumping, okay, from one branch to another branch, the tail will, tail animation, that is a follow through animation. So these are the other examples. Okay, so basically these are the main, 12 main principles of animation. There are a lot of different examples like this, which explains the concept in very in clearly. So I want you to look more and more such videos. Okay. um, that's gonna be really helpful. So now, since you all have done the bouncing ball animation, that is the base fundamentals of animation. Let us do today bouncing ball animation. From next class, like we'll go for character animation. Walk cycle, we'll do run cycle, and we'll do some body dynamics also. And one more thing, by end of this month, like I'll be completing this Maya animation part also. I'll try to connect, like few more classes. Okay. um May, I think May 19th. So if required, in first week of May also I'll take few session. But May 19th is your exams set. Okay. So just pass this information to everyone. May 19th, you'll be having 2 weeks for your study break, so that I have already shared the um, notes files with you all, class files. Okay. Like PPTs. I want you all to go through the PPT. Those are the theory session. um, if you have any doubts, you can reach out to me within that 2 weeks. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So simple, like for ball bouncing, we will be selecting a sphere. I just want to select a sphere. Yeah, let's see. Okay, so first thing what I do, I'm gonna There are two spheres, right? I'll select this. I'll make sure this is on. I'll go to side view. I'll place this thing here like this. This is on the floor. First, what I'll do, it's like what we need is, like the ball bounces, right? Uh, I'll go for 25 frames. Very simple example I'll show you. I'll go for 25 frames. Frame number 13, I want this to be on the floor. Okay, I select this object, this to be on the floor. S for set key, you know that, right? S for set key. In frame number 13, it's here. I'll come to frame number 1. Frame number 1, I want the sphere to be here. Set key. And 25 also. How in 1 it is there, no, in the same position I want. So what I'll do, I'll select this object. Frame number 1, I am in here. I select this. Middle click. Okay. Just middle click on this. Drag and drop to 25. Press S. S for set key. So what happens, this key I duplicated, I copied. That means middle click on this means I'm copying the data or I'm copying the values, drag and drop here, then I press S. So that means the value has been copied. Now what's happening here? So it's hitting the surface like this. This is what we are getting. As you know, in animation, we have to work in graph editor, which is here. Go to window, animation editor. I'll come to graph editor. This is a main editor for fine tuning the animation. We can see the graphs and all here, right? In this object, if you see what is happening here, only Y value, see, only Y value is getting animated, right? I'll select translate Y, this one. So what I'll do is, when they are in air, this is in air, this is on the ground, they are. I select this part, quick release. At this particular key I'm selecting, I want a very quick release in the bottom. So what I'll do is, I need to work on tangent. So which is, I'll go to tangent, which is linear. Linear will make a quick release. Okay. Now what happens? You are getting a feel of bounce. It's getting bounced, right? It's getting bounced. Now what I'll do? These two, the top two keys of tangent, key values of the Y, translate Y. What I'll do is I'll go to keys. I'll go to curves. Okay, curves. I'll make weighted tangent. Weighted tangent. So this tangent line has been increased. Okay, from here to here. Then again, these two are selected. I'll come to keys or tangent. Free tangent length. That means I select this. So these things stay some time extra on the air. Now hit stay. See, this is bouncing very clearly, ease in, ease out, speed in, speed out. Okay, means like slow in, slow out, all these things, like we have done it. Slow in, slow out, slow in, slow out. Okay, when it is hitting up, that there is a slow in, because gravity is working very clearly in this. Okay. So this is a bouncing ball effect for one scene. Now what I'll do, I select this ball, I extend this like this. Okay, means entire sphere I'm just selecting. I select all this, let's say I select all this. So I should select till 25 only, not even 26. It's better you select like this. 1 to 25 have to select, right click, copy. Okay. Right click, copy you do. Then I'll come to 25, right click, paste, paste. Then I'll come to this one, 49, right click, paste, paste. Then I'll come to 73, right click, paste, paste. Again 97, right click, paste, paste. 121, right click, paste and paste. 145, right click, paste, paste. Means the last one you have to come, right click, paste and paste. Up to here I did. So what is happening here is we are getting this movement continuously, okay, till frame 195 or one something. Now what I have to do is I want it to move like this, okay. I want this to move like this, which is z-axis. So what I'll do, I have to come to graph editor, or before that I'll come to this place now, 193, the last one, okay. Or I'll come for 181. I'll paste, I delete this, right click, delete. So it is there till 205. So in 205, what I'll do, I'll just move this guy here up to here and set key S. So what happens, it is doing like this, at the end it will come back here, okay. Fine, we'll see that. I'll come to graph. This is translate Z, right? I select this, I press F. So what I'll do, this is frame number 1, this is frame number 205, you can see 205. If I come over here, this is frame number 1. I select all this, I'm gonna delete this, and I'm selecting this, I'll make it linear. You have these tangents here, okay. You can just see what are these tangents. This is spline, this is linear. You can go here and you can make this linear also, okay. In this case, what happens, you get this moment, okay. You're getting this. Then I'll come to this part again, I'll come to this, I'll select translate Y, F, you can see. So here what happens, every time when there is a uh, bounce, so automatically, you know, these height should be reduced. So make sure you are in move tool, select all this except the first one. This is the height, right? Select except the first one, select everything, move it down a bit. Now leaving the second one, move it down, place it something like this. Then leaving the third one, something like this. And the fourth one, something like this. And this, like this. And this, it's like this. And this almost like this. So the value here is, this is the frame, this is the value 1409. When I select this 1.049. Let this and this three be the same value, 1.049. See, 1.049, the last keys. So we did up to here, then you'll get to know. Something like this is there, right? So the movement is happening like this. Now, a simple way what I'll do, I select this, the sphere, okay, right click. I would like to apply the, I would like to add rotation first, but for that, I would like to apply some texture, right click, assign new material, and let me assign blend for this, blend. And for the blend color, I'll click on this, I'll pick a 2D texture called checker. Okay, press 6. You can see this. Now what's happening here is when I play this, this is what is happening, right? So there is no rotation. So what I'll do, I'll come over here. So here I'm gonna rotate in x-axis, 1 rotation, 2 rotation, 3 rotation, almost 4. Up to here I'll get. Okay, and I set key. So this is rotate x I'll take. Again, rotate x, what I have to do? Again, select this, you just delete this. This is okay. You don't have to do linear. Okay, initial limited rotation, later more rotation. Okay. It is rotating. Now the rotation part is more. Okay, it's like select this, go to graph, rotate X. You can make it something like this. Initial part can be something like this. Initial very limited. Later, you can see bit more rotation when this is on the ground. Okay. Got it? Any doubts? Lindelwa and Senna?
No, sir.
Okay, you remember you guys have done this, I think a bit part of this in Sim 3. Yeah. You remember this or
Yes.
try completing this. Okay. Try completing this, bouncing ball animation, and you have to share me bouncing ball animation also. I'll tell you how to share. So we have to do a play blast of this particular file. So let me just see if this is working fine. Okay, this is fine. I'm gonna turn off the grid. Okay. Let me add one solid. I'll pick a plane. I'll take a plane and I'm making it something like this. Something like this. I'll extrude this particular object to some thickness like this, like this. Um, the viewers. I can apply some tiles material, a new material, any material, blend, and you can use this for your demo if you do something like this. I'll use a mountain texture, not mountain one. Some sort of wood is fine. Since this is a blend, okay, it's something like this. Okay, what I have to do is right click, double click on this, right click, play blast, click on this option box. Okay, so this has to be, okay, video, encoding none, quality 1, from window, scale size 1, save to file. I would like to save this as nasty batch 2. Animation bouncing ball. Save. Play blast. So what happens? It will start from the beginning. Okay, and you get a proper video. I want you all to work on this, and you have to share the video with me. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let us see the final output. How does it look? So it's done. We are able to see our video. I think there's a bit of stuck in the video. I think it is reading also properly. Okay. So this is how the video part is. Okay. So try to complete this. Okay, make sure your assignments also do carry few of the marks. Try to complete this and other assignments when you get time. So I'll upload this video and kindly refer few of the principles of animation. From next class we'll be starting character animation. Okay.
Yes, yes, sir.
Okay, then bye, take care.
Bye,
Bye,
sir.
sir.
Regarding exam, just inform your friends, everyone. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, Lindula. Bye, take care.
Bye, sir. Thank you.